It's going to start in a second. Abby's going to start talking and I'm going to get Mighty Networks up.
Okay, so we thought we'd just do this webinar just to chat through a bit more about Mighty Networks. So first of all, why did we choose Mighty Networks? Well, we kind of knew more and more of our members weren't on Facebook or were not necessarily wanting to use Facebook for business purposes. So we did quite a lot of research into different platforms that are out there, Slack and various other things. And Mighty Networks came up. We've spoken to people who are already using it. And we have just got the feeling, and from sort of testimonials as well from people who use it, that it's a really good platform for networking because there's no distractions, there's no videos popping up. You're going there to find out about your next events. You're going there to find out, to get a recommendation, to find out who's part of your network to help your business. So
yeah, it'll help you keep focused, we hope, because I mean, I know for one, Facebook, I just go on it and I'm constantly distracted by everything else that's going on. So I basically go on to go and put something on the Inspiration Hub and then I'm off somewhere else and then half an hour of my day is gone. So hopefully by having it here, you can literally go, oh, I just want to find out when the next event is, or actually I just need to ask for a recommendation, and you can pop in there on your phone, on your laptop, and you can just do it really simply, really easily. It's a dedicated platform. We know it's another platform, which is we were juggling between that, weren't we? But we think the benefits will outweigh the disadvantages. So, we're open to feedback, obviously, along the way, but yeah, we think it will be hopefully very helpful for people.
I think another big thing is, which we'll show you in more detail, but you're really going to be able to see who the members are, what their jobs are, what their expertise is much more easily. So when you go to a mingle or a catch up, and you're like, oh, who's that person who can help me with this? Literally, you could just click on the members and their picture and their profile is just going to come up so much more clearly and easily. And you can even search by expertise and profession. So
yeah, and in a way it's going to even take over, which is what we hope, the website with the member directory. The member directory, we think, on the Inspiration Hub is a lot more self-explanatory, and it gives our members a better opportunity to say what you do, to give all the links to your different social media pages, websites. So in that sense, as a members directory, we think it's a lot better as well. The other thing is, on Facebook, how you do just lose things. It goes chronologically, doesn't it? So with this, that won't happen. You can go in the different topics and you can find things a lot easier than sort of like, if you haven't been on Facebook for 3 days, you will have missed what happened 3 days ago on there. Whereas on this as well, you can set notifications. We'll show you all of this. We'll just start doing that. We'll just start showing people. So the first thing we are going to ask people to do on this, and probably the most important for all our members, is to set up your profile properly. So if I show you, who have I got? I think I've got me and Abby on here. Maybe I should go in as me. But you can get this. So we're going to show you on a laptop and on your phone because it is a little bit different on both. I personally think the laptop is a little bit more user-friendly. It's a lot easier to see where everything is. So on the top right-hand corner, you click on your little picture, click on View Profile, and you can easily edit your profile. So, oh, awful, we haven't actually done it. Should have gone in as me. So make sure you've written a little bit of a bio about yourself, your location, probably the most important thing. So because there's the opportunity on this to search for someone via their profession. So definitely always add in your profession, because that will ping up underneath your name and people know exactly what you do and help people find you a lot easier.
We'll try to put in as many professions as we can, but I'm aware that there are some missing. I think a lot of you guys have put in your own. You can, if it doesn't come up what you're looking for, you just carry on typing, I think, and then press return, and then that will save as your whatever you want to call yourself. You don't have to use one of the professions that's on the drop down. You can just use your own. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely do add your profession in.
No, I can't hear you, but can you see the screen? You just do a little bit. You can. Cool. Brilliant. It's working. First time doing it. Good. So yeah, do put in all your personal links. Do introduce yourself. And obviously we'll tell you about how to follow. This is all the topics that we're following as the hosts, and these are the groups we're part of. But yeah, I think putting in your bio, putting in all your links, putting in your profession, really, really important, just so everyone can click on your name and see exactly who you are and what you do.
It's just part of that telling your story, isn't it? It's your who, what, why, when. Yeah.
And a picture. A picture's always nice.
Picture. I think most people have got pictures so far, but it'd be great if everyone could put a picture up.
Yeah, it just means when you go to a mingle, when you go to a coffee catch up, hopefully you'll see and recognise a face, and that'll be quite a nice way of doing things, and you can just be like, oh yes, your thingy, rather than going, what's your name? So what do I have? Photo profession and all your personal links. Perfect. The second thing is to get the app on your phone, just so you can carry it around with you. And the easiest way to do that is if you go to About and then scroll down on this, there is a bit at the bottom which says keep up with the Collective Inspiration Hub on the go, and you can put your phone number in and it just texts you the app and you can get it on your phone really, really easily. And that just means that it's right there. You click on it on your phone, you can go in, do what you want to do, come out. Again, hopefully time saving for all of you who I know are very, very busy with businesses. So please, please, please do that.
Notifications.
So the notifications, I'm trying to click my view profile. Okay. Let's begin. So again, if you go into view profile, there's 3 dots here that you can click on, and you can go down to notification settings. Now there's 2 ways you can choose to get notifications: email or via your phone. Some people don't like things popping up on their phone, so maybe email is better for you. Some people don't want notifications at all, in which case you can just choose to go in as and when you want and just have a little look around. But you can, it's quite nice because you can choose what you get notifications about. So for us, we've got notifications from about everything apart from, probably put that on. So we know when new members have joined. We know when people have just even cheered things. We know when new events have come up. Obviously, we know that because we put them on. Or when people have just commented, and that's quite nice. So you can choose what you'd like to hear about. Maybe for our members, it might be quite nice just to have our event notifications. I think it's quite important perhaps to
try see what you want. Have them all on, and then if it's getting too much, then you can chop them down a bit. I have them coming on email as well, just because I have so many red dots on my phone. I just don't want to see them. So actually, for me, I don't mind just logging onto my email and seeing a few emails that have said that so and so has answered a question and that kind of thing, and then I'll say, oh, okay, looks like things are active, are going to go on. So yeah, just choose whatever suits you in terms of how you get notified. But
yeah, it's quite good, the notifications, I think, though.
Definitely have them on.
Yeah. Otherwise you might miss things. And then the other thing to do, sort of kind of relevant to that, is if you go into topics, again, on the laptop, it's a lot more user-friendly because you can see exactly what all the topics are about. So obviously you can see we've kind of put them into, tried to use our KIC. So we've got Connect, Celebrate, Inform, Collaborate. And it does explain just here what they're all about and what's happening. So have a look through that, and Abby will show you.
So on the phone, if you can, it's not very clear, but on the phone you just get the headings. So it's not as easy to find out what each topic is about. So if we just quickly run through them. So the welcome to the Inspiration Hub, that's just your go-to when you first join, and just remind yourself.
Yeah, we've just got a few of our posts which will probably show you. We've got why we built the Collective Inspiration Hub for you, about our ambassadors, our member guidelines, and a little bit more about the collective. So that's just where you go to if you ever sort of need a reminder.
It's the newbies.
Yeah, it's the newbies.
Okay, so Connect is just your general chit chat. That's where you guys just, hopefully continue the chat that happens already on Facebook and in person. So it's really informal, just you guys connecting in the coffee lounge space.
Also, it's where we will introduce new members. Yes. And because this is now a new platform, I do think it would be quite nice if all our current members potentially reintroduce themselves on there. Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Big up your profile.
Big up your profile, yeah. Just say, I'm on here I am. So please do that. As you can see, I think Abby and I have introduced ourselves. But yeah, it'd be lovely for everyone else to introduce themselves as well.
The Celebrate, that's the next one. Yeah, so Celebrate, that's where you guys and us, we all just get to sort of say what's going on, what we're really, really happy about. I think Helen and I probably on a Friday will just say, what have you got to cheer about this week? So we'll try and keep that as a weekly celebration. But if anything happens on Monday or Tuesday, just share it with us. Part of the collective is all about celebrating every single achievement, however big or small. So and we'll also put our members of the month up there as well.
So we've put all the past members of the month up on there, just giving them a bit of a big up, but we will obviously do that going forward.
Yeah, so it's not just for member of the month, it's for everyone's celebrations. Just, fancy shouting about something and do
something you're just really proud about. Oh, it might be something very small, but yeah, go for it. Inform, that's just for you guys to go on there and share any blog posts you've written, any just news about your business that you'd like everyone else to know. If you found a really informative article you think people would like to know about,
anything about well-being, anything about working for yourself, or any useful hacks or tips or anything like that. It's just about informing each other and keeping each other up to speed with the world of running your own business.
Yeah, definitely. Then we've got Collaborate. So if you need a recommendation, you'd quite like to do a skills exchange or seek collaborations, put it in that little section there. I don't think we've actually... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Abby put that up a few days ago. So someone was looking for an interiors photographer. So just keep an eye on that one, because someone might be looking for you.
Or if you need any other expertise outside of the collective, you're thinking someone might be able to recommend someone, because obviously that's what we're building, is this sort of trust. So if someone works with a really good builder, then they might come to someone in the collective who can recommend someone. So it's recommending, seeking collaborations, and yeah, I think Ian touched on it, and the March mingle, which is outsourcing might not always be affordable, but we are a collective of skillful people, so maybe we can start to look at some skills exchanges, because once you've sought your collaboration, there is areas where you can just chat just between members. You don't have to chat publicly. There is a chat option.
So, yeah, do you want me to show you that whilst we're talking about it? So if you were to go to, that's chatting to everyone, isn't it? I think if you want to chat to the easiest way to chat to people, if you just want to chat to an individual, is you could click on, I'm going to chat to Ian, seeing Ian's on there, and you can just press say hello, and then you can just start a message. Oh, there you go. So you can just add a little message, and you can chat, into a bit like Facebook, really, but again, just more dedicated to the collective. So yeah, please do use that. It's a really nice way to do it. But we do think the skills sharing would be quite a lovely way of doing it. Just think of anything that you're thinking about outsourcing, and maybe just potentially have that conversation. See if there's something you can do a swapsy for. Discounts. It's a nice one, and we do need to add some more on, and we are at the moment, one of our missions is to find a few more for people. So you can see this is where all your member discounts are. Just to remind, I think these got a little bit lost on the website, so it's quite nice just they're there to remind you.
Exclusive collective member discounts, especially for you, and we're going to be building them up over the next month or so as well. So watch that space. Accountability. That's something that we decided to add actually after reading some information about accountability and success partners. So there I've put an article in about what accountability and having a success partner is all about. So if you work on your own and you feel that sometimes you don't always stay on track and you're looking for someone to become one, then this is a little space where you can seek someone out. Or I'm thinking like Sarah might sit down one day and go, right, I really need to bosh out 500 words. Someone's got to make me accountable. So come on to this topic, find someone, and then maybe at the end of that day or in a couple, however long, whatever time scales you're going to put on it, you can just have a chat and just ask each other, did you hit your goals? I'm definitely someone who needs to be held accountable.
Yeah, it's quite good for us because we work as a two and we do always hold each other accountable. So actually it's quite nice. I know myself with Helen Photography, I just let things slide because obviously I'm not accountable to anyone, but yeah, for us two, it definitely helps. So yeah, just if you've got something you're like, I really need to get that done, but I keep procrastinating about it, go online, see if someone will help hold you accountable. What have we got? Member events and courses. So this is really great. This is a space for you to promote what you've got going on.
Should we show how easy it is to actually post something? I haven't actually done that. To like copy links and put up pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really simple. You can just click on create. I can't use a Mac. Can't even use the mouse on a Mac. I'm not sure. I don't know if that is the right place to go. Sorry.
There we go. That's the one we wanted.
So you can make a quick post, which is where you just literally sharing a link or a photo. You can see down there you've got different things. You can even attach a file. There are articles where if you want to write something longer, you can create an article. Where you've got a really nice header and then even questionnaires and polls. So, use us to do a bit of research, test us for your latest product development. And then events, so yeah, there you go. You can just put in your event.
And even enable RSVP, which is quite nice. So Noelle, that'd be a lovely one for you, when you put on your next set of courses, you could put them up there and hopefully it will be easier for people to then find them and see them. And again, like with Facebook, it won't just get lost down the list. So,
but it doesn't have to be laborious. You can just put if you've got a Facebook event already, you can just share the link on as a quick post to your Facebook event, and then it's a quick,
super easy. Gosh. Let's go on to mindset and wellbeing. We thought we'd have a separate one for this because of our whole mind, body, soul ethos. So yeah, this is your space to share your thoughts, current mindset, and reach out for support. So just a little bit more holistic, a little bit more about work-life balance.
Yeah, share a recipe. What are you enjoying on Netflix, or do you really need to talk to someone about my duty last night? Your house watches it. I don't know. It's just a space we thought we'd put there just for people to sort of just go off topic.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you really enjoying some yoga classes? Do you want someone to recommend? Not yoga because we've got so many. I'm just trying to think of other things.
Again, anyone in the health and beauty sort of industry, or Tony, Feed Me Mama, any of our sort of yoga teachers, it's a great space as well for people to maybe just put articles that you've read about health and, keeping yourself fit and active. I think that's kind of a brilliant space for that as well, a bit more dedicated, because the people that are going into this topic will be really interested in it. So
and like Kate's online at the moment. She's a great podcast listener and avid reader and things. So it's just sharing all those things that we're up to.
Yeah, we're almost through our topics. PR and marketing and getting noticed. We thought that we'd have a separate one for that because it's a huge one for people, and it seems to be the one that lots of people do need a bit more help with. And we've got lots of experts in the collective, so it'd be nice to have
just ask questions, seek advice, just sort of, you know, am I doing this right? What do you think? You know, I'm going to spend some money on some app. You know, just, you can just literally go there, and hopefully our PR and marketing experts within the collective will definitely be following this one, and we'll be there just to answer any questions. So it's just an extra resource, really.
Yeah. And then the last one is business management. So it's the nitty gritty of your business. So again, you know, we've got financial advisors, we've got some lawyers, we've got all those different people within the collective, bookkeepers,
mortgage, business coaches, business development people. We've got loads of people with that business knowledge and know-how. So again, this is just a space where you can just ask some questions on bits that you're struggling with.
Yeah. So that's all our topics. And you can also do something which is really nice. You can, I mean, obviously we are following all of them. If you want to actively follow certain groups, because they're kind of, you know, they are about do with your industry. So follow Mindset and Wellbeing. If you were Rachel from Brightword, you'd follow the PR and marketing, because hopefully you can go in there and give some advice. So just follow. Well, I mean, to be honest, we're following all of them because it's quite nice, but follow the ones you think would be the ones that would help you the most. And then the next, I think the bit that Abby and I like the most, the easiest,
is the Discovery tab.
The Discovery tab, which on your phone, hopefully everyone's kind of found it. It's up on the top left-hand corner, isn't it? The tab you click on, and basically then this menu will drop down for you. So this menu here down the left-hand side, I was pointing with my finger and that doesn't work. So it's got all our upcoming events. It's got all the topics. It's got all our featured posts and why we built the hub. And for us, it's got our private groups. So we've got a private group for our social media masterclass that we've got coming up. So anyone who has booked onto that should have now, or we're in the process of inviting people. It's also got a lovely bit at the bottom which we quite like, which is the members in the same profession. So that, I mean, you know, that's quite nice for you to just go on and easily see other people who do the same thing that you do, just for those days where you just want to go, I want to rant to a few people about this problem I'm having. Yeah, you can find them there really easily. So Discovery is great.
Yeah. That's my go-to when I log on. I just go to Discovery just to sort of reset and just look at what's coming up.
Yeah. And then again, we sort of got here to talk about the members tab. We kind of have gone through it already, but again, that is the member directory now really in our heads. So yeah, you ever need to find someone, you ever need to see if there is someone who does something you're looking for.
Yeah, so at the top there's a search, and you can basically search people. And I think actually if you go into professions as well, that's that's where you can look at all the members as a profession rather than as people.
And as you can see, I can see we've got lots of people haven't put in their profession yet, which is why we, you know, I know we've probably had about 40 to 50 people come over onto the Inspiration Hub on Mighty Network so far, and there's definitely not 40 to 50 people with professions there. So yeah, these are one of the reasons putting in professions is so important, because people can just go, oh yeah, I need someone to, yeah. Perfect. And then trying to think what else we've got to say. We've spoken about events, haven't we? Oh, just with events, if you click on the events tab, so we will put all our other women, you know, we are quite up to date with our events up until August now, aren't we? So we will put the next few up. But what we would love going forward, now we've got almost 100 members, is we would love people to try an RSVP if they can, which is down here. I'm going maybe no. I mean, we understand, obviously, if you just turn from the night, that's completely okay. We're not going to start not letting people in, but just now we have got to slightly more members. It's just nice for us to be able to tell the venues how many people we've got and the speakers, just so they've got an idea. And sometimes we might be putting on the bar and doing things like that, so then it will help us work those sorts of things out. So yes, please do RSVP.
And I think just scrolling down again, because it's got the thoughts bit at the bottom, that's going to be a really nice space for sort of sharing any talks or uploading any files and that kind of thing. So you won't necessarily get an email update after a mingle anymore. We'll kind of use this bit to share files and pictures and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Links to all the photos from the night.
Yeah.
It will all just be, and that's also where you can do any follow-up if you came. And
yeah, if you've got a question that you didn't ask the expert and you just want to ask it again, please put it there.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, it's gonna be a learning thing for all of us. That we're going to see you on the 16th and then the 23rd at the coffee catch up. So any questions, just ask us. If we've missed anything, if there's any topics you want us to add.
Noelle, if I unmute you. Sorry.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Do you have any questions? Just seeing as you're there.
No, I was suddenly like, oh shit, I've not registered. So I've literally just been doing it. So to make sure that so no, it's great. Really, really like it. It's one of those things, like I said, I need to make sure I set up the notifications so I go in and have a look and get updated. So, but yeah.
I think that's one of the main things, the notifications.
Just adding an event now. So.
Yay, very good. Yeah.
Get it in there.
I think it's just a bit like anything. It just takes a little bit of time to sort of explore and get your head around.
Yeah.
But hopefully when people are in there and hopefully it won't be, too much of a faff for people to have an extra platform. Hopefully it'll just be something like, oh yeah, I just want to know about the events, just get some more dates in my diary, or I'll quickly go into the Inspiration Hub.
Yeah, or just, I need.
Well, like you said, the problem with Facebook is we miss so much. So Facebook's so selective; it doesn't actually let us choose what we want to see.
I think, and that's how we feel. Is like it's selective, it's distracting, and a growing number of people are not using it. So it just will seem like three quite strong reasons to try out something else. And in terms of the collective how it can grow, we feel this is a really strong platform for us to introduce more people for you to network with online. So, for example, non-collective members going on the social media workshop will be invited to join just this platform, not to events and coffee catch-ups, but it's just widening the network. So there'll be more, well, you're going on the social media course, so if you meet there's members going already who've booked on, they'll then be able to come onto this platform. Hopefully they'll then go into the collective, but they'll be there online for you to sort of go, oh, who was that I met who's part of that? So in terms of us growing an online community that reaches further, we hope that will benefit you guys as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
So yes, but any other questions, Kate?
Can you hear me? I've got a question.
No.
Oh yes,
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
So, I'm just wondering if you wanted to ask specifically of a few different people, but in a public post, can you mention people like you can on regular social networks? I've not used Mighty Network before. You can.
At key and put their name and they come up. Yeah, as long as they put their name in the. But yeah, if you want to tag, you can still tag it. It really does do most of the things that other social media platforms do. Really, we found that I think that it's really good. Yeah, it does all those things. We haven't seen anything that it doesn't really do. It's just the desktop version seems to be a little bit more user friendly than the mobile app, but we know that they're working on that. It's quite a small team who run it, apparently, 20 people. So,
yeah. But it looks great. I mean, I really like it, and it's so intuitive. About if you're trying to find something, it's kind of easy, isn't it?
It's really clean. It makes me not feel. Sometimes when I go onto Facebook, I just feel like,
yeah, too much.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It just feels quite slick. There's nothing popping up. I'm not missing anything. It's just I do it in my own space, in my own time.
Yeah.
Calm.
And we know one thing they are sort of adding is, I think you can actually add like online courses and things like that. So potentially that's going forward, and in the future it might be something we sort of offer to our members, the opportunity to put online courses on here, and sort of like, I think that you can sort of sell them. So it might be a way of promoting any online courses any of you guys do.
That's a really good idea. So, I mean, maybe some of us could do webinars for the collective on different topics via Mighty Networks.
No, definitely. It's something we're sort of definitely thinking about at the moment. So if anyone is keen to do that, please do get in contact, because I think
any ideas you have. But I mean, Helen and I have got, we've got ideas, and we feel this is a really good platform for us to bring so much more for you guys to benefit from.
There's so much more potential than there is on Facebook.
It's just our own dedicated space, and we're watching what other people who already use Mighty Networks do, and it's quite exciting. What they do and what their network can do within it is quite exciting. So, it's going to take a bit of time to get into it, but hopefully within the next 4 to 6 weeks we'll all be on Facebook.
So we're hoping to sort of really be moved over by, I think we said about the 9th of June, didn't we? There's a Monday we're getting together. There's a Monday.
See. I mean, there's
we'll be
40
flexible.
of you guys are already on here, so that's awesome. And then it's just a question of making sure your notifications set up. Make sure the profile is fully up to date. So we will be doing our own profile properly after this. But Helen and I are on there as the collective, and we're on there in our own right as well. So if you ever want to ask anything of us,
please do. But do just use it. Ask questions. I think with Facebook people sometimes just like, I can't be bothered. But please do just get on there, get involved, ask questions, seek referrals, try and do like this whole skills exchange. Abby and I are so keen for people to try and use and do. I think that'd be hugely beneficial for members. And ask us any questions.
I think that's anything. Anything else, Noelle or Kate or Ian?
No.
There, Ian.
Maybe we'll put this up as a little, I don't know.
No, it's all being hello, Ian, I did hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
No, it's close at the moment. Wandering around the house with my iPad. So no more than that.
Is there anything you could add, Ian? Seeing you are, you've been using this platform for much longer than we have. Anything you want to add, and sort of anything we've said?
Oh, I'm in another network with about 150 members, and I automatically follow everyone. So that way I get a notification if anything comes up. And generally speaking, because it's not like Facebook and you're not getting pictures of people's cats and videos of things like that going around, it's more focused, and so some stuff isn't always relevant, but it does keep you in touch with what's going on. And so it's well worth going and adjusting your notifications to suit you. Just a minor thing with the mobile app is that the notifications don't always clear when they don't disappear when you try to clear them, and that's a little bit of an irritant. Sometimes I find that if they don't clear on the mobile app, if I then go to the desktop and make sure I've seen everything, then they will clear. But I prefer the desktop, but I use it quite often on the mobile as well, so it works for me. But absolutely, it's so much better than Facebook. Facebook, you just have to trawl nowadays, and this is really focused. The topics work, and do try and, when you post something, try and put a topic on it. It just makes it easier to search, but you can search really well for things, and some advice that somebody's put up 2 months ago is very easy to find.
Brilliant. Well done, Noelle. I've just seen your course. That's awesome.
Brilliant. Using it straight away. Amazing. Cool. Okay. I think we will go and sign up things. We are meeting Ian in 50 minutes. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay. Thanks, everybody. And we will see you next week.
Stay safe.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.